Hello and welcome to another opportunity to manifest your dream life. And today, welcome to the opportunity to manifest more money. Yes, I'm talking about moolah, or how the rapper Lil Wayne would say, young moolah baby. Okay, that was a weird way of starting this episode. But anyway, I want to talk about how you can manifest more money. And to be more specific, I want to share 14 tips with you that make manifesting money so much easier. That's what I want to share with you today. And the first tip I want to share with you is actually a question, and I want you to answer this question in an honest way. Do you surround yourself with wealth, or do you surround yourself with poverty? And I know as a German with my pronunciation, I just didn't get the TH right. I said wealth instead of wealth, but anyway, you get what I mean. So, do you surround yourself with wealth or with poverty? What I mean by that is not just who you surround yourself with physically, even though that's also an important part. I mean, if you hang out with people who have no money, no ambition, no clue how they can get money, and they always tell you it's the government's fault, then you will have a hard time raising your vibration to a frequency where you can attract financial abundance. But I'm also talking about what you watch on TV, what kind of books you read, what kind of movies you watch, what kind of conversations you have. All these things are a part of you either consuming the right stuff or the wrong stuff. And I still remember how when I was a teenager, my family members often watched a TV show in the afternoon that was all about broke people complaining about life. And nowadays, with the level of consciousness that I have right now, I would never in a million years watch something like that ever again, not even for 5 minutes. Back then I was watching it because, well, they were watching it, and I was like, oh, okay, I mean, people watch that. Don't just say that. Don't just say, oh, that's what people watch, that's what people do. Yeah, people watch movies all the time where 10,000 people die. Do you think that's good for your vibration? Of course not. Be very deliberate about what you consume, and consume for wealth. Read biographies of wealthy people. Watch movies in which people become successful. I know they are rare, but they are out there. Consume deliberately for creating wealth. And always remember that the emotion you are looking for is most likely, I mean not for everyone, but it's most likely freedom. When it comes to financial abundance, a lot of my coaching clients, and by the way, if you want to find out more about coaching with me, you can go to affirmationtomanifestation.com/coaching. And most of my coaching clients, or maybe not most, but a lot of them, when they want to manifest money, they don't know which emotion to reach for, because money is just paper. But the emotion that always works for me is freedom. Money is freedom. Money gives you the freedom to do whatever you want, to live wherever you want, to schedule your day however you want it to be. That's pure freedom. I now have the freedom, after recording this episode for you, to either get something to eat, which I will probably do because it's lunchtime, or to go to the pool, or to go to the gym. I have the freedom to do whatever I want, and that's possible because I attract money. So money equals freedom, and if you reach for the emotion of freedom, manifesting money can be so much easier for you. And when it comes to money, your vibration from the past, the money vibration that you had in the past, is absolutely irrelevant. So don't send me an email and say, Sebastian, I wish I could manifest money, but in the past I couldn't. But 2 years ago I lost money. But forget about the but. It's all about right now. Your life right now is the sum of the vibration that you're in right now, and the sum of the vibration, and the vibration that you were in a couple of days ago and weeks ago. And if you change your vibration today, and you raise your frequency today, and you might even invest in the Money Manifestation Magnet program today, then your frequency tomorrow and the next week and the next month can be completely different. It doesn't matter how broke you were in the past. I used to be completely broke, and now I'm very well off. All because of the law of attraction, and because I learned how to use it. And your law for money makes all the difference. Yes, it's okay to say I love money, and especially for me as a German, this was a really hard thing to say, because in Germany you're born and raised with this idea that, people who have money, we have this kind of Yeah, we call it Neidkultur, which basically means jealousy culture or envy culture. It's the German Neidkultur. It's always about being jealous and envious of others who have more than you. It's the opposite of what you often have in the USA, where, for example, you see somebody successful and you say, yeah, let's live the American dream. I want to do that too. Yay, woo, that's motivating. In Germany, it's always, I mean, look at this person. They have money. Look at them. I'm sure they're not happy. It's, like I just mentioned, in German we call it Neidkultur, jealousy culture, envious culture, or envy culture. And it's not a healthy concept, and I had to break free from that. And I had to allow myself to fall in love with money, because when you fall in love with money, money falls in love with you. And that's, by the way, also why, if you decide to invest in the Money Manifestation Magnet program, which you can find out more about by going to affirmation2manifestation.com/money or clicking on the first link in the description. That's also why one of the meditations, and it's a 6-week guided meditation program, why one of the meditations is all about falling in love with money and loving money and developing this true love for money. Because when you love money, money comes to you. When you hate money, when you don't feel worthy of it, when you think bad about it, it will flow away from you. And it's just paper unless you use it. Yes, unless you use it. So ask yourself, how would you use the money that you accumulate? I mean, if you do it like Scrooge McDuck and you just have one big house full of coins and full of money, or the equivalent of one bank account full of money, but you never enjoy your life, you never do anything, and then you live your life not enjoying your money, not investing in yourself, not enjoying life, then you live a miserable existence even though you're rich in monetary value. That's also not the point. And I always think about this one character in my favorite comedy TV show, which is It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia, played by Danny DeVito, who does a great job playing him. And Frank, that's his name, Frank is really rich, but he lives in a really poor way, and that's not how you want to end up. Don't get me wrong, saving money is all great and fine, but you also want to enjoy your life. So ask yourself, what would you enjoy? What would you do with the money? And then use these images, use these pictures as a way for you to reach the frequency and to then manifest it. And what's your why? And your why is bigger than you. And this now takes the point that I shared with you just a moment ago to the next level. What would you do with all the financial abundance that you attract? Would you help other people? Would you give to charities? Would you support the education of people? Would you make a difference in the world? And if you have this why, then you are, at least if you're like me, way more fired up to actually manifest more money. And what you can also do all day long is to talk yourself into feeling wealthy. Yes, you can have self-conversations, or how is it called? Conversations with yourself. You can talk with yourself, in other words, that's what I wanted to say. So if you talk to yourself with, I can't really manifest money, I mean, I don't know how this works, and it's so hard to get money, Jesus, and the bills are coming in. If you talk to yourself like that, then of course you won't manifest money, because you won't reach the vibration and the frequency that money loves. But what if you tell yourself, I'm rich and wealthy? I'm rich and wealthy. And you don't just tell yourself I'm rich and wealthy, but you also feel it. And if you can't feel it, pretend like you can feel it. I mean, that's something that I always use with my Skype coaching clients when they tell me, I don't know how to feel that emotion. And then I say, just pretend you could feel it. And then the answer is always, oh, okay, now I'm feeling it. So just pretend it. What would it feel like? And then combine this positive self-talk with the emotions. And speaking of emotions, allow your body to express the physical joy of your wealth. You don't have to just feel it inside. You can also go, yeah. And you can just, you can do movements, you can dance around, you can make a fist and, what did I want to say now? Reach it to the sky or hold it to the sky. I hope you get what I mean. You can then put it on the sky. No, not on the sky. Put it towards the sky. Oh God, my English today. You get what I mean. You can make a physical expression, have fun with it, and just enjoy this feeling. Even when I'm meditating, I'm sometimes shaking around. I'm going, because I just feel it. And these emotions allow me to reach the frequency. And this then allows me to manifest the money. And if you then also at the same time reprogram your subconscious mind step by step for more wealth, for the worthiness of attracting money, then you can manifest more money easily. And that's exactly why, and yes, I want to mention it again, I created the Money Manifestation Magnet program for you. And by going to affirmationtomanifestation.com/money, you can find out more about it. And what you can also do is to let go of the money consciousness your parents installed in you. And that's so important, especially if you grew up in an environment where your family members never had a lot of money. And in this case, you really have to separate yourself from them. That doesn't mean that you can't contact them or hang out with them, but you have to separate your money consciousness from their money consciousness. Once you realize that you are your own deliberate creator, you are not a creator who's dependent on their beliefs and their creation, but you are your own personal deliberate creator, and you have your own money consciousness, then let go of the money consciousness of your parents that you grew up with. And that's also something that I can help you to achieve during a hypnosis session. And the next tip I have for you is very simple but also highly effective when it comes to manifesting more money, and also when it comes to making the world a better place, and also when it comes to feeling happier and more fulfilled. And that's to do something good with your money on a regular basis. Even if you just see a homeless person in the street and you give them $1 or you buy them a bottle of water, do something good, because the more you do that, the more you will let go, in case you're still suffering from that, the more you will let go of this belief that money is the root of all evil. No, it's not. You can do amazing things with money. You can support people, you can help people, you can educate people, you can do great things with money. Money can be used for good. And the more you realize that, the more inspired you will be to manifest money, because then nothing is holding you back anymore. And what you can also do, and that's another point that's holding back a lot of people, is to surround yourself with wealthy people. And now you might be saying, I don't know where to go. Come on, let's be honest. You know where to go. You know that if you go to networking events, if you go to investment events, if you go to financial planning events, if you go to motivation seminars, if you go to, for example, a Dr. Joe Dispenza retreat, you can meet a lot of successful people who have already mastered the art of manifestation and who've created wealth in their life. Monetary wealth. Yes, you know where you meet these people. You just have to do it. You need the confidence to get out there and to socialize with them, even though you might have nothing right now. That's okay. I mean, when I became friends with a guy who was the very first millionaire I befriended, I had almost nothing. And I learned from him. I observed him. I observed every word he was using, because I realized, whoa, I mean, he's speaking English, but the words he uses and the way he speaks is completely different than all the other people I know. Interesting. And that's how I learned. That's how I developed, and that's how I figured out what kind of energy, what kind of words, what kind of mindset attracts more money. And then make all the points that I shared with you today, make them a habit. And that's the last point I want to share with you. Make all these things your habit. On a daily basis, weekly basis, monthly basis. Because only if you do these things, and if you continuously work on manifesting your dreams, will your dreams come true. No matter what you want to manifest, that's true if you want to manifest love, and that's also true if you want to manifest money. So always keep that in mind. And if you want to find out more about the 11 Days to Manifestation Mastery program, and you say, hey, I don't just want to manifest more money, I also want to master every aspect of the law of attraction, then you can go to affirmationtomanifestation.com/11days, or simply click on the second link in the description.